11 of the fantasy basketball season, and here's a few guards I looked to add this week. So at time recording this video, no one is hurt and no one's on the safety or protocol list, even though I know hourly things change here in the NBA with guys going on and off the list and out for a few days. But the first guy I would add this week's Max Strauss of the Miami Heat. So Strauss here, he's definitely taken advantage here of playing time and with guys out of the lineup on the safety and protocol list here of the Miami Heat. So on the season here for Strauss, 10.9 points a game, 3.5 rebounds, 1.1 assists, 2.4 threes a game, and 46% from the field. So the last couple weeks here since his playing time's gone up, 18.2 points a game, 4.8 rebounds, 1.8 assists, a whopping 3.8 threes a game, and 49% from the field. So right here, this Miami Heat team, a lot of sharpshooters on this team here with Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, who could shoot that three ball pretty well, and now you add Strauss to the mix, who's gone off over the last week here. December 17th at Orlando, 32.7 rebounds and assists, 8 threes, 73% from the field. December 19th at Detroit, 24 points, 4 rebounds, and assists to steal, 4 threes, 43% from the field. And December 21st versus the Pacers, 18 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 threes, 46% from the field. And December 23rd versus Detroit, again, 26 points, 6 rebounds, and assists to steal, 5 threes, 55% from the field. So Strauss here, one of the hottest pickups in all of fantasy basketball over the last week here, going up 42% in ownage. And right now, he's still available in 56% of leagues. And even when guys come back healthy for this Heat team, there's no way, in my opinion, they should bench him here. He's a sharpshooter. He can score the basketball pretty much anywhere on the floor here. And he's really lifting this Heat team up. And he's been a big fantasy asset over the last week with the expanded role. So I would give him an add this week. The next guard I look to add is Corey Joseph of the Detroit Pistons. So Cunningham's on the safety and protocol list here. And Corey Joseph, he's going to be a short-term type of ad this week here on the waiver wire for fantasy owners. Right now, he's still available in 91% of leagues as Joseph. On the season for the veterans, 7.1 points a game, 2 boards, 3.6 assists, and 44% from the field. So he's not really a great three-point shooter, but he's going to help you decently in scoring and assist, and he's an alright rebounder as well, especially for a point guard. So the last few games here for Joseph, December 19th versus Miami, 9 points, 3 boards, 4 assists, 44% from the field. December 21st at the Knicks, 15 points, 2 rebounds, and assists, 3 threes, 75% from the field. And December 23rd in Miami, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, a steal, 5 threes, 46% from the field. So right here, Corey Joseph, like I said, it's going to be a short-term thing. Cunningham should be back anywhere within the next week here because he got put on the COVID protocol list last Wednesday. So right here, I would ride it out with Joseph a few more games and then drop him. But this week here, he's a pretty solid pickup with a lot of guys down over there in Detroit. The next guard I've looked at is Eric Bledsoe of the Los Angeles Clippers. So Eric Bledsoe, he's been on and off this season here for the Clippers and fantasy owners. But over the last week here, he's been added in 8% of fantasy leagues. And maybe he's finally finding his footing here with this Clipper team. On the season, 9.8 points a game, 3.9 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 1.2 steals a game, and only 42% from the field. So obviously Bledsoe, he's not going to be that great for field goal percentage, but this guy could still score the basketball up there with a lot of guards in this league, especially how long he's been around. The last few games here for Bledsoe, December 15th at the Jazz, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, a steal, 4 threes, 80% from the field. December 18th at the Thunder, 9 points, a rebound, 3 assists, a steal, a 3, 23% from the field. December 20th versus the Spurs, 9 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, 50% from the field. And December 22nd at the Kings, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, a 3, and 53% from the field. So right here, he's available in 65% of fantasy leagues. And his score might go up just a little bit more now with Paul George out 3 to 4 weeks. And I'm recommending a lot of Clippers to add this week in these videos at guard and forward here, because with Paul George out, a few of these guys are going to have to pick up the scoring load, and I think Eric Bledsoe is going to be one of them, so he would definitely be a pickup this week here in Week 11. The next guard I've looked to get is Gary Harris of the Orlando Magic. I mentioned Harris last week, I believe, as a pickup on the wire. And this week here, he's still available, is Harris in 75% of fantasy leagues. So on the season here for Harris, 9.8 points a game, 2.4 rebounds, 1.9 assists, 1.3 threes a game, and 43% from the field. But the last few weeks here for Harris, he's picked it up for this Magic team, especially with a few guards out on the protocol, with 16.4 points a game, 2.8 rebounds, 3.2 assists, a steal, 2.5 threes a game, and 44% from the field. So Harris, we know he could score the basketball going back to his Denver Nugget days. And right here, with a lot of guys out of the lineup, he's getting an expanded role and taking advantage of it. The last few games here for Harris, December 18th at the net, 17 points, 7 boards, 5 assists, a block, a 3, 35% from the field. December 22nd at Atlanta, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 threes, 22% from the field. And December 23rd versus the Pelicans, 22 points, a steal, a block, 4 threes, and 64% from the field. So Harris, he's improved his three-point ball a little. He's scoring at a decent rate. And like I mentioned, this Magic team's really going nowhere this season here. But veterans like Harris and stuff, they're going to play. And the Magic are probably hopeful they could trade these guys at the deadline and get something for him. So right now, with his playing time up and the stats going up, he's a definite guard I would add this week. And the fifth and final guard I would add is Terrence Mann of the Los Angeles Clippers. So Mann here, he's just going to play more minutes now, especially with Paul George out 3 to 4 weeks here with his injury. And Terrence Mann, we saw flashes from him last season as a pretty good volume scorer for this Clipper team when he had an opportunity. So on the season, 10.2 points a game, 5.4 boards, 2.4 assists, the 3, and 48% from the field here for Mann. So Mann, he's more of a scorer and rebounder more than anything for fantasy owners. But I think this scoring could take the next level, like I mentioned with George out, December 18th at the Thunder, 18 points, 7 boards, 3 assists, a block, a 3, 50% from the field. December 20th versus the Spurs, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, a 3, 44% from the field. Then December 22nd at the Kings, 13 points, a rebound, 2 assists, a 3, 66% from the field. So right here, Mann could score the basketball, he could hit the 3 ball, and his minutes and playing time should definitely go up now with George out. So that's a few guards I look to add here for Week 11 of the fantasy basketball season.